Oh, I know. Also, wait, so this looks like the same icon for Blue Kingdom. Alright. Good thing it crashed just after I left the port. Still, fucking consistently crashes on me. It's annoying. Like, it's going to crash at some point again when I haven't saved for a long time. Oh, fuck. Now you can see sheeps downstairs. I'm just going to explore a bit in this place. I need to figure out how to get back to the reach. Hopefully with a permit. That's all. What's that? Murder. Oh, oh! You just wait. Nice. Albion Murder, mangled. Sovereigns, unusual items. Nice, ours. What the heck? I'm not sure. No, they don't shoot at me. They still like shoot sometimes at the corpse of their enemy. Right? Vacant buildings, sprinkled with chimneys and empty as executioner's heart. Oh, fuck. The sky is full of broken glass. What are you doing? Man, you are a fucking idiot. Is he going to fight me now? Is he? No. Ooh, what's this? This looks great. Clockwork Sun. Ugh. Terror in here. Goes up. Sunper. The dock is rarely used and its maintenance has lapsed. There is evidence of rust and metal strain, but only of non-crucial components. It's safe to stop for now. Once inside the dock, the sun's scoring light is diminished. They sell munitions, but I have no idea where to sell them. Pane of stained glass. Let's write it down. So it's Clockwork Sun. And fuel. Well, let's get some. Arrival at the Sun, an outpost on the roaring edge of the sun, shielded from malevolent light by an eggshell of stained glass. An outpost. As you emerge from your train, soot-swaddled engineers gather, plainly astonished by your arrival. They bombard you with complex questions about how you dealt with dense sunlight and skewed chronosolar fields. Once satisfied, they hand out protective suits to you and your crew. Yours is patched and torn, one boot missing. Successfully reached the Clockwork Sun. Was it hard? I mean, it just went. Shrug into your suit. Engineer sprays you with a substance that smells like lemons, gone wrong, and searches your pockets. Cursory effort at best. They seem distracted. Sunlight seeps like syrup through cracks in the stained glass ceiling. The floor shudders in time with the churning machinery far beneath your feet. The air has a tang of chemicals, bonfires, and rain. Pistons pump, cogs turn, and soot-swaddled figures tend to the engine enginery, uh, bellowing over the shrieking metal. Okay, port report. Locked with the strength of the sun. So strength of the sun means this mechanical sun? And I guess I won't be able to write any reports when... Or maybe there is going to be a different report when it's below 40. The clockwork sun is the pre-made eminent symbol of the Empire's heavenly dominion. The newspapers in London call it enduring, everlasting, eternal. The heart of the Empire. In response to your questions, the engineers shrug. The day dawns, the sun brightens. The night comes, the sun dims. What more is there to say? Some of them seem so exhausted they can barely stand. They insist it's proximity to the sun that affects their sleep. You have earning burning? What about report? I guess this is a report. Let's explore. Head toward the sundial-shaped building. You'll be the Sequester's new favorite project, one of the engineers tells you. I'll keep him out of our hair for a while. Azimuth. Azimuth is an enormous sundial without shadow. Its roof topped by a golden shark fin gnomon. What's that? Projecting piece on the sundial that shows the time by the position of its shadow. It's basically this fin. There are still racks of yellowed pamphlets on the walls. It once served as a kiosk, selling tickets to sunspotters, the pilgrims and tourists that were expected to flock here. These days it is more like a temple. Frescoes on the curved walls depict the triumph of the new sun over the old. It wasn't a report, I still getting this thing, and this is not good. I can't quite remember what it done with me in the previous game, but looking at the sun is not good. But I got experience, I guess. Quest access to the sun-shaded dome. Why would I? Like a risk and maybe drop terror? Beyond Azimuth lies the maze of abandoned exhibition halls, crowned by a magnificent broken dome. The sequencer has a request. Together we can help the less fortunate, he says. You will be compensated for your time. Charitable mission. There are many poor souls out there in need of our help. Beleaguered, ignorant masses. I've never met them, but I am assured they exist. He pauses to wipe his eyes. When we lift them from their contemptible state, perhaps they will come to appreciate the greatness of the sequence. He stands an orderly to fetch a wooden crate. Once it's set down before him, he raps the lid proudly. 600 manuals on how to correctly tie a bow tie. Deliver these to Barbazon Workworld, and I'm sure they will be immensely benefited by their improved understanding of etiquette. Okay. Cell sequencer function. I am a priest of the new sequence, declares the sequencer. The brightest truth, the wildfire that has swept Albion. He points out at the expanse of the sun. There burns a beacon, a savior, an aspect of God. We venerate the clockwork sun and its immortal architect, our Empress. I am here to greet pilgrims and safeguard the souls of our engineers. Azimuth is only the one is only the Azimuth is also the only access route to the sun-shattered dome, an exhibition hall that was built back when we received more visitors. The dome is terribly dangerous and I advise you to avoid it, no matter how much you hear about the priceless artifacts inside. So there are artifacts inside. Let's try. Reluctant ascent. The sequencer obviously takes his role as gatekeeper seriously. He uses around you, checking you and your crew's gear, tagging on straps, checking for rips, wiping your stained glass goggles with a silk handkerchief. All the while he spouts an endless stream of warnings. Don't enter the Shalimar, never travel in a group of 3 or fewer, and resist the urge to sing, no matter how fiercely your throat burns. And for the sequence's sake, watch the condition of your suit. With that he pats you on the back, hands you a brochure and sends you through the heavy iron door to the dome. State of my suit. Okay. Go straight for Shalimar. Now let's check everything else first. Search elsewhere. It will cost valuable time and entail greater risk, but treasure beacons around the next corner, you know it. Each moment precious. In the time you waste, your suit degrades a little further. It doesn't show me the number. It's supposed to be 3, I guess, right now. No, search elsewhere just changes the challenge, I guess. If you're careful, you can avoid the most of it. Attempt to navigate the bad patch. Oops. an onslaught of hours, you attempt to guide your crew through the patch of lumpy time, but the dangerous areas are subtle and difficult to spot. You make a terrible misstep and your hazard suit takes the worst of it. Leather straps wither and the iron framework of your ringing rusts to nothing. There's a storm outside again. The suit sags around you like a deflated football. It is too dangerous, your crew simply refuse to go any further. Okay. A figure in a yellow-colored protective suit is delivering a sing-song sermon to mostly empty pews. The dazzled sequencer looks up, delighted at your approach, and hurriedly wraps up his speech. He offers you tea with the flash of two white teeth. Ask about the role of the sun, his role on the sun. I already did that. Azimuth. The engineers wave you onward, shouting something cheerfully derogatory about the sequencer. It's mostly lost in the roar of pistons. Azimuth is an enormous sundial without shadow, its roof topped. So to azimuth is basically to talk to a sequencer. Visit the glass house. There is a dozen signs warning you to stay away, each more insistent than the last. The engineers shout, but they are too busy to stop you. The glass house, an isolated section of the abandoned exhibition halls, has been repurposed to hold not treasures but prisoners. Each wears a grey smock rather than a protective suit, leaving them utterly undefended from the ravages of sunlight. They sit slumped in unlocked cells, making no effort to escape. Where would they go? Half glass empty. Only one cell is locked, and the man within is neither singing nor screaming. The left half of his body is shimmering, translucent. Only the flesh and muscle of his left half is petrified, not the bones and blood within. The glass is suffused with 1,000 fine frozen capillaries, like delicate red cracks running through ice. He fixes you with an anguished stare. Get me out of here. Why is his cell locked and he's alone? Agree to help the empty escape? Let's ask first. The empty's conviction. The others would not leave even if they could. Their minds are lost. The empty attempts a one-sided shrug. And well, the Empress sent me here because I was smuggling sunlight from the Neath, back before the horizon closed. When I sold it, I told my customers that the light from the clockwork sun was toxic and true sunlight was the only cure. Ended up causing a minor panic in London. I think one of the engineers locked me in because he took offense at my criticism, though. He gestures at his vitrified body. I stand by it. Why would I help him? Some of the prisoners are shining at the seams. Some have eyes curdled glass. A fractured face turns to watch you. A few are singing in praise of the sun, mouths bloody and throats tattered. You should perhaps be horrified, but the song wraps tender cords around your mind and numbs you. Glass crunches underfoot. When you lift your boot, you discover a cracked ear beneath. Oh, great. Scream and song. You sit beside a wild bearded prisoner whose entire lower body has turned to glass, fixing him forever in a cross-legged pose. One crystalline hand, petrified at the wrist, has been fused to his knee. He mumbles a half-coherent account of what he's seen happen on to his fellow prisoners, and what he fears will happen to him. Before he can conclude his story, he breaks into a song, the high notes coinciding with the pulses of sudden bright sunlight. Guess I could do it only once per some amount of time. It seems like it's non-choice. It's just either you get a quest and get some experience and probably money, or you just not help. Half a smile. Thank you. His voice is hoarse and he speaks in barely a whisper. You will need to find a permit for my release and present it to the steward. Forged, legitimate, I don't care. You'll need you need to acquire 3 ministry approved permits and present them to the Rogan steward to secure the half-glassed empty release. Okay. Maybe at some point. I need to find somebody to forge permits. Or at least find somebody who sells them legitimately. Descend to the Terpsichore vault. The vaults below are safer, protected by a dozen layers of stained glass. Beneath the machine bristling surface, you find a ring of 9 vault doors, each engraved with the name of classical muse. 8 are locked and barred behind signs saying things like vacant or under renovation, or in one case, unfortunate chronological discrepancies. The 9th, marked Terpsichore, is the only door open to you. When you enter, the footsteps ring through the dusty barracks and abandoned canteens. These are the engineers' quarters, but they are all on the surface working, except one. The broken steward has been working on the sun since before it first shone. She has been here far longer than any of the engineers above. And she even has her art. The broken steward makes her way cheerfully toward you, cane clacking on the floor. She has a markedly stiff-limbed gait, and her arms creak as she removes her helmet. Speak. The broken steward. She catches you glancing at her mouth and smiles even wider. Her teeth are shards of cracked glass, protruding at odd angles from her gums. It's not just the teeth, she says, with the brisk air that brooks no sympathy. Damned sun turned my bones as well. Terrible nuisance, really. It gets in the way of work. You notice her fixed neck, her stiff limbs, her careful movements. It's not too bad, she says. Good thing I like soup. Sure, so her bones literally made of glass. Well, that's all I can do, I guess. Actually, wait. Was something else, but what do I need? Ministry stamp permit again. Why? To release her? Oh, to release the prisoner. Need to speak to her. Okay, well, we're done here. I don't think I will be buying any munitions because I have no idea where to sell them. Wait, actually I could go to London, but I want to explore instead because just yeah. I'm far away. If I go another route I could get lost. Maybe I could use some more hold space. I don't want to go straight back to London just now. Can it fuck me up? Up! Okay, it wasn't real. Is this real? I want to see what this is about. The Red Brigade had gazed at the glass statues. Wonder if they ever threw stones. God damn it, scary. Medical emergency. The settler from Port Prosper staggers onto the bridge, clutching his throat. He appears to be in some distress. Indeed, hair sprouts like invasive weed from every follicle of his body, forcing its way out. So he died. I only have options to get rid of his body. The settler's exceedingly singular misfortune may yet prove a great boon to the fledgling science of interstellar pathology. Yeah, I should just throw him off. Oh, reduced terror. Great. A crew agrees for once. Everyone bears the expression of the utmost solemnity as you bear the body towards the swiftly through the main hatch. A stalker whistles a few tuneless bars of Jerusalem through his teeth. There are sighs of relief once the hatch is closed. Well, that was a waste. It shows me that there is no obstacles. But this thing in the center, can I even interact? Too scary. I feel like I could die if I go there. No, fuck that. Maybe some other time. Should we check out the grave? Or do we need instruments? Yep. Kind of just wasting money right now because there is no opportunities for trade or plunder. Speaking of the devil, Jesus, this is no. Uh-oh. Whoa! I'm going out of here. Damn it. Okay. So a new plan, I guess. We are going to buy a bunch of munitions and go back to London to sell them and to repair my ship. Fuck. Almost died. The hell is that? Sounds like a shower of diamonds. You have passed through a field of glass fragments. Fucking hell. It's a monster on the way. Fuck me. Where are they coming from? all of a sudden. Steam ahead. Fucking monster. London alters here. Sky becomes stony, its paths barred by sudden crags. Might get there in time before we start using crew. Just a little more. Oh, don't fuck. Hope it's not too far. So close. We will have to eat somebody, I think. Come on. Oh no. No. God damn it, so close. Huh. It reached the 0, but we managed. Tiny profit. Not even sure if it was a profit because we wasted a lot of supplies going there. Yeah, I'm just losing money. Slowly. Yeah, let's get armor because we almost fucking died. This is a dangerous place. Oh, it has weight too. Even bat has weight. Why bat weights as much as shield? That's some heavy bats. $105. Your aunt is here. Okay. Dear God. Somehow she has found her way to the high wilderness. She is trying to get your attention with the frantic waving of her horrible hat. I know you've seen me. Listen, I've quite exhausted my possibilities here. I am a serviceable quartermaster. I have friends everywhere, and my scones are to die for. How's that for a curriculum vitae? Now, let me aboard. Is she even your real aunt? Either way, you have to deal with her. Shit. Iron and mirrors. I already have a great quartermaster, but like every officer could be an asset. Well, seems like just everybody here wants savage secrets. Come on, I'm gaining terror. Ugh, fuck you. Raised eyebrow. There is a long silence. At last, I see. There is a snap as she shuts her handbag. I'm glad to see you looking well. She goes to walk away, but suddenly turns on her heel. A thoughtful expression on her face. I would hate to think this little unpleasantness should change things between us. Goodbye. She leans in to give you a little peck on the cheek. Guess let's make some money from this trip. Could get Savage Secrets. Why not? Not sure I want to waste it on Aunt. I'll get her later. It's not that important. Yeah, this is completely useless. Yeah, no idea what to do in London here. Just head out. I'll store some hours in the bank because they could be useful. Oh yeah, maybe I should have stored the munitions too. For a better sale. And I think I could use this gun. Yeah. The thing is, it weights too. So, yeah, maybe not. They are functioning practically the same, just this one strikes harder but uses more heat. I could get a mine or something like that, or alternative fire. Do I have a T on my ship? Okay, let's try north this time. Could actually go to places I need to deliver goods to, because they have directions. So 5 bronzewood, a floating parliament east of London. Well, I've been at east. What about gemstones for mausoleum? Northwest of London. So it's northwest, and should be here somewhere. Oh, are those lines correct, or it's just... No, that's just decorative. Yeah, scary ships. The first one I like how London is here. That ship almost just annihilated me in one burst. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be here. Maybe I should just... But then again, can I even bribe somebody? So what I've been thinking, there is a Blue Kingdom relay. This is going to be a third map. That would be insane. somewhere? Music changed. This friend, this is not a friend. Missed me. You're dumb. Has a little skull on his front. Nice. Give me some loot. A resurrectionist seized. Never got that one. The resurrectionists hunt memoriam, plundering its graves for corpse goods and cadavers. They sell the valuables to pawn shops and the bodies to disgraced scholars, deranged artists, and grisly collectors. Investigate the bodies. A cabin has been packed with gravely sky eyes to keep it cold. Corpses hang from a rail. Nice. We get as you are, so we are. A cabin has been opened to the cold for the better preservation of the dead. The resurrectionists keep their handful of corpses admirably catalogued. The old dangle with the old dangle with the old. The young hang with the young. A neat logbook records their provenance and items collected. Just storage. I mean, just stories, savage secrets, and tales of terror. That guy looked menacing. Been hoping for some good loot. Let's check what's the question mark is about. Not really. Christopher's order. Blah blah. Chiropterus hoarder will not come out of the walls, and low hungry chittering rattles through every pipe. Is he scared of some port here? Alright. What's this? A seance. London was obsessed with the occult. A flamboyant army of mediums claimed to be able to pierce the veil and communicate with the dead. Metamorphosis. Well, no affiliations or anything. Let's go for science. This looks interesting. Your hands held those of the guests to either side. Clammy in the dark, the medium's voice was raw and leering. Why were you there? You were a plant? You were a believer? What? You use the concealed device to contribute eerie knocks and groans to the ambience. Everyone there wanted proof of the impossible. You merely obliged. No. They meant I was one of the mediums. Yeah, of course. We have 66 veils, 39 mirrors, 25 iron, and 15 below stat hearts. I feel I could die at any moment traveling through Albion here. God damn it. The hour of the wolf. This late and you are alone. Doubts prey on you. Is this the path you should have taken? You trespass upon the precincts of heaven. What price will be exacted of you? What price have you already paid? Well, I don't have much heart. So it seems like I could spend Vision of Heavens. I mean, this seems more safe. Oblivion. When you wake, the bottle is empty and your memory is less complete. Someone is knocking at your cabin door. You are needed on the bridge. You take the necessary time to compose yourself. Better the crew not see. I mean, I just did it one time. Not going to happen again, right? And this guy. Fight. Go, the queen. Oh. Don't pursue me. God damn it. Come on, can you end him? Fuck! Oh, that was a dodge. Ah, wrong button. It's upside down. Damn it. Fucking hell. I should have stayed out. I don't know why I went. Ugh. Okay, I'm fucking dead. So what the hell was with cooldown range on this guy? Just shoots and shoots. Is this friendly? God damn it. I need to go back. Fuck. So dumb. Don't ram me. Ugh. Again, just a waste of money. Now without even any shipments. Again, come on! Whatever. Terror. Pray, your doubts are hungry tonight. They seize on your past decisions, one by one, worrying at each like wolves at the lamb. Sleep is impossible, but when your shift arrives, you arise haggard and unrested. You splash water on your face and wonder what mistakes you will make today. Haven't even found a single port. I really need to go back to the reach. This is killing me. Let's just go to relay and